Yo, it's your boy American Dream here, talking fantasy football. We're going to go down Matthew Berry's list for the 2016 season. Quarterbacks, we're probably going to go through about 15. Running backs, we're probably going to go through about 10. Actually, we're going to go 15 running backs too. Probably 15 wide receivers if we have the time. If not, we'll make this a two-part segment. And, yep. So anyways, let's start this off. He ranks Cam Newton, Aaron Rodgers, Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady as his top 5 quarterbacks. Now, this is you could debate this. Me personally, I do not like Cam Newton this season. I feel like last season was a fluke. He had a Hall of Fame season. Honestly, the only way I can think to say it is Cam Newton hasn't ever produced that way in any of his seasons, and he's been in the league for, let's think, as long as J.J. Watt and Julio Jones, so he was in that draft class. So, he's been here for a while, and he's been starting, and he's never performed like that. I can't see him being the number 1 this year. Aaron Rodgers is his number 2, and I like Aaron Rodgers if you're in an ESPN league. Now, if you do leagues like Yahoo or wherever you do them, they don't rate quarterbacks as high usually. Now, this is why I generally stay away from quarterbacks until at least the 5th round, which is where I like to pick up my quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers, he's going to go early, and Jordy Nelson being back, that's great for him, but I just don't draft quarterbacks early. But if you're a quarterback guy, I'd take Aaron Rodgers. Next, he's got Andrew Luck. Now, Luck, injury-filled season last year. He's a great quarterback otherwise. Andrew Luck is personally, I think, the best young quarterback in the league. He's got it in him. He can do it. If he's not hurt, whatever, he's going to be up there. Next, he's got Russell Wilson. Now, Russell Wilson is amazing. He's a great quarterback. The only problem is Seattle's receiving core. They got Jimmy Graham, Doug Baldwin, and then you can't get enough out of that. Their defense is still top-notch. They're not as good as Denver or Arizona, I think, honestly. But, you still got that. So they're going to get the ball a lot, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's go to Tom Brady. Tom Brady facing that suspension. Patriots are terrible without Tom Brady, but that's besides the point. Jimmy Garoppolo's trash, as we've seen from preseason and stuff like that. But let's move on to his next 5, which he's got Drew Brees, Carson Palmer, Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, and Phillip Rivers. All right, Drew Brees. Drew Brees is a year older now. He's up there with Brady and Manning. They're the oldest quarterbacks in the league, I think. But, he's just, like I said, a year older. The Saints aren't that good. I'm not taking him 6th. All right, Carson Palmer. Now, Carson Palmer has always been an average quarterback. Last year, he had a super season. But does he really have that in him? Larry Fitzgerald's older, too, who is their leading receiver. And I don't think Palmer's going to be throwing that well. I would not put him 7th. I wouldn't take Carson Palmer anywhere past the 6th. Anywhere before the 6th. All right, next up, we got Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger has the best receiving core in the league, in my opinion. He has it in him. He could be the best, honestly. Ben Roethlisberger, he's going to be great if he stays healthy. Next up, Eli Manning. Eli Manning is so good, but people view him as football kryptonite. Nobody really likes Eli Manning, or most people don't. But he's got Odell, and he's proven that he is amazing. If you can get Eli anywhere late, he's going to put up numbers, I think, close to last year. Like, him and Drew Brees basically performed the same last year, and Drew Brees did really well, and so did he. I used Eli Manning a lot last year, but that's just me. Phillip Rivers is number 10. Phillip Rivers, amazing quarterback. I really don't know what to say about him. I think that he has it in him. I think he could do great things. Anyways, let's move on to his next 5. For number 11 through 15, he's got Cousins, Bortle, Stafford, Tyrod Taylor, and Tony Romo. Now, my only question is, where's Andy Dalton on this list? He's 16. Cousins, he's got it in him. He's got Jordan Reed and Doxson coming in with Deshaun Jackson. He's going to have a good receiving core. I just don't know if he's going to choke under pressure. I don't know. He's going to be the lead guy there. He's never really performed that well. Last year he did okay towards the end of the season. I like Cousins, but I'm iffy on him. Next is Blake Bortles. Now, Blake Bortles, he got those two receivers, Robinson and Hearns. And Blake Bortles is a good quarterback. I think that he's actually extremely underrated. And I think you should take Blake Bortles if you can late. Next, we got Matthew Stafford. Now, me being a Detroit fan, this is hard to say. I do not recommend drafting Stafford. Calvin is gone. Golden Tate, who knows how he's going to fill that spot? Who knows how they're going to fill that spot? The team has changed without Calvin. He's truly an amazing player. But, you can't really... Yeah, I can't really say it because I like him too much, but I would not draft Matthew Stafford. Next up is Tyrod Taylor, and Tyrod Taylor is too mobile. I can't. Mobile quarterbacks, if you like mobile quarterbacks and you think that they're great, Tyrod Taylor's there for you. Alright, next is Tony Romo. Now, why Tony Romo is number 15 on this list is beside me. I have no idea. Tony Romo cannot stay healthy. He's old now. I don't think Tony Romo has it in him. I can't see Tony Romo. He can't stay healthy. I'm not gonna stay away. I'm gonna stay away from Tony Romo. I'm just gonna go a couple more down this list. He's got Andy Dalton ranked 16th. Andy Dalton, I feel like he's there. I think Andy Dalton has the mindset now. I think he's been in the league. He's experienced enough. I think that Andy Dalton could be a great fantasy pick if you pick him, but I would not pick him early. Next, he's got Derek Carr, and I feel like Derek Carr is kind of the same as Andy Dalton. Derek Carr is experiencing the league still. He doesn't have the same experience as some other quarterbacks, but I feel like he can be there. I feel like he has star potential. Jameis Winston, I'm just going to do a quick one on him. I'm not going to take Jameis Winston. I just don't like Tampa. Tampa just is never good for fantasy, in my opinion. Next, we got Tannehill. Tannehill's a good quarterback. And, I don't know. Miami, I'd take Tannehill, but I'd take him late. If you want to go check out this list, the rest of them I think are pretty good. The only things I might disagree with is Teddy Bridgewater. I think he could be ranked higher on this list. I think he has, good potential. I think he's a great quarterback. Other than that, Osweiler should be a little bit higher. I feel like he could really perform if he's put in the right situation with DeAndre Hopkins. I feel like that would be a good pick. We're not really going to have time to go over the running backs and wide receivers like I said earlier in the video. But this will definitely be a 3-part video because we're probably going to do the same thing. Other than that, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Peace.